Priority Arcturian transmission. Energy defense protocol in critical phase. Active monitoring alert, red code. Attention, human collective. This is not a message of consolation. This is an emergency transmission from the 9th Dimensional Arcturian Council. We have detected a growing anomaly in the toroidal field of thousands of starseeds in terrestrial territory. What you call unexplained tiredness is not common fatigue. What you name as a persistent headache is not a clinical symptom. What you feel as a heaviness in the chest upon waking is not psychological anxiety. It is direct energetic drainage, and the perpetrator is closer than you imagine. We have observed, through the Akashic records and the quantum reading of the human electromagnetic field, that 83% of starseeds on terrestrial mission are under energetic vampiric attack at this exact moment. Not by distant astral entities, not by abstract demonic forces, but by someone within your inner circle, someone you love, someone you trust, someone you call family, friend, or partner. The carbon biological interface you inhabit was designed to operate in synergy with the planetary crystalline grid. When this interface is violated by low-frequency fields in constant proximity, the system enters progressive collapse, and your body, light operative, is screaming in code. We are going to decode that scream now. Because the symptoms are not random. They are quantum language. In the last 90 terrestrial days, you have been experiencing something specific. Perhaps not every day, but frequently enough to catch your attention. Pay attention to this list of symptoms. They are not a coincidence. They are markers of active drainage. Localized cranial pressure, especially in the region of the third eye and crown, a sensation of weight, as if something were pressing your skull from the inside out. This occurs because your pineal gland is in defensive hyperactivity, trying to seal off invasive external frequencies. The pineal, this small pea-sized gland in the center of your brain, is actually a piezoelectric calcite crystal. It vibrates, it receives, it transmits, and when someone is trying to access your energetic field without permission, it enters protection mode, causing this characteristic pressure. Instantaneous fatigue after interaction. You wake up well. You talk to a certain person for 15 minutes and suddenly your body weighs tons, your eyelids droop, your vital energy vanishes as if someone had pulled the plug on your biological battery. Because that is exactly what happened. Your etheric body registered a sharp drop in vitality. Your mitochondria, the cellular power plants, literally slow down their ATP production because the nervous system detected an invasion. Ringing in the left ear. The left ear is connected to the right hemisphere, the portal of intuition and extrasensory perception. When this ringing arises after contact with someone, it is a red alert from your etheric nervous system. Someone is trying to access your field without permission. The ringing is the interference frequency, like static on a radio when two stations compete for the same channel. Solar plexus pain. The region between the sternum and the navel is where your third chakra resides, the center of personal power and identity. When you feel tightness, burning, or nausea in this area after being near someone, your field is registering energetic invasion. You have been bitten, energetically speaking. The solar plexus is where etheric cords connect most easily. It is the USB port of the energetic body. Insomnia between 2 and 4 in the morning. This is the time when the veil between dimensions is thinnest. It is also the time when energetic vampires, conscious or unconscious, send etheric cords to drain your light while you sleep. If you wake up in this interval with a racing heart, obsessive thoughts about someone or a sense of presence in the room, you are being accessed remotely. Your astral body is being pulled out of the carbon biological interface, and this causes the sudden awakening. Disturbing dreams with this person. Arguments, betrayals, scenes of suffocation, the feeling of being trapped. These are not common dreams. They are holographic records of astral attacks. Your astral body is being attacked on the dream plane, and your physical body registers the trauma upon waking. You wake up more tired than when you went to sleep because you literally fought a battle during the night. Sudden mood changes in their presence. You were fine, they arrive, suddenly you feel irritable, anxious, depressed, or confused for no apparent reason. This is not your emotion, it is theirs. You are absorbing their dense emotional field because your field is too open, too porous, too compassionate. Recurrent illnesses without medical cause. Constant colds, sore throats, urinary infections, digestive problems that doctors cannot explain. When your energetic field is compromised, your physical immune system also weakens. It is impossible to separate the energetic body from the physical body. They are an integrated system. These symptoms are not psychosomatic. They are not just stress. They are alerts from a biological spiritual system under siege, and your body is begging you to pay attention. The occult science of drainage, understanding the mechanism. We of the Arcturian Council operate outside of linear time. We see the past, present, and future as a single field of probabilities, and within this field, we have identified a pattern that has repeated for millennia, the phenomenon of energetic vampirism by proximity. It works like this. Each human being emits a toroidal field, an electromagnetic structure in the shape of a donut that rotates around the physical body, extending up to 3 meters away in ordinary individuals and up to 8 meters in activated starseeds. This field carries the vibrational signature of the individual, their emotions, thoughts, intentions, and level of consciousness. When two people come into physical proximity, their toroidal fields overlap. If both fields are vibrating in harmony, a balanced energetic exchange occurs. Both leave energized, both feel good. But if one of the fields is at a much lower frequency, due to fear, envy, lack, resentment, or anger, it automatically tries to equalize itself by sucking energy from the more luminous field. This is not a metaphor. It is observable quantum physics. The low-frequency person does not need to know they are doing this. In most cases, they do not know. They simply feel an inexplicable compulsion to be near you, to touch you, to monopolize your attention, to invade your physical and emotional space. Because subconsciously they feel that you recharge them. They feel better near you, and they become addicted to that feeling. And you feel the opposite. After every interaction, you feel emptied, confused, heavy, as if you had run a marathon. We call this luminic depletion syndrome by parasitic resonance. And it is happening to you now. The mechanism is simple but devastating. Phase 1, identification. The energetic vampire unconsciously identifies a source of light. You. They feel your high vibration like a beacon in the darkness. Phase 2, approach. They create reasons to be near you. Emotional emergencies, requests for help, unexpected visits, constant messages. Phase 3, connection. Through physical contact, prolonged eye contact, or emotional intensity, they establish an etheric cord connecting their solar plexus to yours. Phase 4, extraction. Energy flows automatically from the more luminous field to the denser field, like water flowing down a mountain. You empty yourself. They fill themselves. Phase 5, addiction. They come back, they always come back. Because now they are addicted to your light like a chemical dependent. And the worst part, the more you give, the more they need. There is no satiety, there is no enough. It is an emotional black hole that never fills. Thosi, who is the vampire? Surgical identification. Now comes the part that your human ego will resist, because the most dangerous energetic vampire is never the stranger. It is someone close, someone you love, and that is why the attack is so effective. You lower your natural defenses. Observe these behaviors. If someone in your inner circle exhibits 3 or more of these patterns, you have identified the drain. Unsolicited and excessive physical contact. Constant touching. Hugs that are too long, repeatedly holding your hand or arm. They need to touch you to complete the extraction circuit. Physical touch is the most efficient conductor of energy. That is why they touch. That is why they hug. That is why they constantly invade your personal space. Invasion of emotional privacy. Invasive questions about your private, spiritual, or financial life. Insistence on knowing how you really are when you have already answered. They are scanning your field for breaches, for vulnerabilities. The more information they have about you, the more access points they create. Disproportionate reaction to your ascension. When you share achievements, positive changes, or spiritual insights, they react with sarcasm, skepticism, changing the subject, or competition. Your light bothers them because it exposes their darkness. Your evolution is a cruel mirror reflecting their stagnation, and they hate it. Chronic emotional dependency. Every day there is a new drama. Every day there is a new crisis. And always, always you are summoned to resolve it. They feed on your compassion as fuel. Your role is to be the eternal savior, and if you dare to establish boundaries, you are accused of being insensitive, selfish, or cold. Discomfort when you establish boundaries. Any attempt to create healthy distance is met with guilt, manipulation, victimization, or anger. Because the predator knows they are losing access to the prey, they will do anything to keep you trapped. Emotional blackmail, veiled threats, tears, rage, the complete arsenal. Presence that alters the environment. When they enter the room, the energy changes. It becomes dense, it becomes heavy. Fluid conversations stall, smiles disappear. This is not a coincidence. It is their field contaminating the space. You can physically feel the change. The air becomes thicker. The temperature seems to drop. Silent competition. They never genuinely celebrate your victories. There is always a but. There is always a comparison. There is always a way to diminish your achievement or redirect attention to themselves. Repetitive stories of victimization. The whole world is wrong. Everyone hurt them. No one understands them, except you. You are the only one who truly sees them. This narrative creates a powerful emotional cord of codependency. Pay attention, Starseed. The most difficult person to accept as a drain is the one you love. But human love is not a shield against energetic vampirism. In fact, it is often the gateway, because love without discernment is self-destruction. What is happening behind the scenes, the invisible war. You need to understand the cosmic context of this situation, because it is not personal, it is strategic. Earth at this moment is crossing the photon belt, a band of very high-frequency electromagnetic radiation that surrounds the center of the galaxy. This transit happens once every 26,000 years, and it forces everything on the planet to vibrate higher or disintegrate. We call this the Great Frequency Separation. Starseeds, and you are one of them, otherwise you would not be listening to this transmission, came to Earth specifically to anchor these higher frequencies. You are biological transducers. Ja. You convert cosmic light into usable energy to elevate the planetary crystalline grid. Your physical presence on this planet is not accidental. You volunteered. Before you were born, you were on our side of the veil, observing Earth in crisis, and you raised your hand. You said, "I will go," and here you are. But here is the problem. The higher your frequency, the more you become a target. There are forces, both unconscious human and very conscious non-human, that do not want humanity to ascend. They thrive on density. They feed on fear, separation, and suffering. And they use low-frequency humans as energetic proxies to attack you. The person who is draining you is not the true enemy. They are merely the vehicle, a walking portal. Through them, frequencies of envy, competition, control, and fear are directed at your field. The goal is simple: to put out your light, to force you into exhaustion, to make you doubt your mission, to isolate you, to silence you. And it works temporarily until you wake up. As you are waking up now, we observe that the starseeds under the greatest attack are those who are on the verge of a quantum leap in their mission, those who are about to fully awaken, those who are about to start shining so brightly that they will illuminate thousands around them. The attack always intensifies before the breakthrough, always. And the most effective attack comes from within your own circle. Because you do not suspect it, you do not defend yourself, you just love and give and empty yourself. The anatomy of the etheric cord, how the connection works. When someone drains you, an etheric cord forms. It is like an invisible energetic cable connecting that person's solar plexus to yours. Through this cable, vital energy flows constantly from you to them. These cords are real. Clairvoyants can see them. Sensitives can feel them, and you, even without seeing, can detect them through the symptoms we described. The cord forms through emotional intensity. Arguments, dramas, crying, intimate confessions. The more intense the emotion, the thicker the cord. Physical contact. Each touch reinforces the connection. Each hug tightens the knot. Obsessive thoughts. When you cannot stop thinking about someone, when that person constantly invades your thoughts, a cord is already established. They are pulling your attention, and attention is energy. Tacit agreements. When you take on the role of savior, counselor, or emotional base, you are signing an energetic contract, and they collect on that contract daily. The cord can extend for miles. It does not matter if you are physically distant. If the cord exists, the drainage happens. That is why you can be in another country and still feel when that person is thinking of you, needing you, pulling you. Cutting this cord is essential, but it is not easy, because the other side of the cord will resist. Consciously or not, they will feel the separation, and they will try to reconnect. With messages, with visits, with manufactured emergencies. You need to be surgical. You need to be consistent. You need to be relentless in the defense of your light. Energy Defense Protocol, immediate activation. We did not come just to diagnose. We came to equip. What follows are Arcturian activation codes. Quantum protocols designed to seal your field, cut etheric cords, and restore your energetic sovereignty. They are not suggestions. They are direct commands to your multidimensional DNA. Code 1 Toroidal Sovereignty Decree. Standing barefoot if possible for direct connection to the Earth's crystalline grid. Hands over the heart, eyes closed. Take 3 deep breaths, filling the lungs completely, expanding the diaphragm, and declare aloud, with authority, with conviction, I am a sovereign presence of light. I revoke any and all unauthorized access to my energetic field. All etheric cords of drainage, control, or manipulation are now cut, sealed, and disintegrated by the transmuting violet flame. My toroidal field is shielded by the sacred geometry of the Merkaba. Only frequencies of unconditional love, truth, and sovereignty are permitted entry. I decree this in all planes, dimensions, and timelines, past, present, and future. And so it is, and so it is done, and so it remains. Feel your field expand. Feel the crystalline shielding form around your body. This is not visualization, it is etheric engineering. You are reprogramming the configuration of your bioelectromagnetic field. Code 2 Daily Toroidal Cleansing. Every morning before leaving home or interacting with anyone, do this. Sit comfortably, spine straight, feet on the floor, hands on thighs, palms up in a receptive position. Visualize a sphere of golden light inside your chest, exactly in the center of your heart chakra. Feel it pulse, warm, vibrant, alive. Now, with intention, expand this sphere outside of your body, involving it completely in a bubble of vibrant golden light. See this bubble rotate clockwise, creating a vortex that repels any frequency that is not yours. While visualizing, declare mentally or in a low voice, my field is sacred, my energy is mine, nothing enters without my conscious permission. Do this for 60 seconds every day without exception. It does not matter if you are late. It does not matter if you are in a hurry. 60 seconds of protection are worth more than hours of energetic cleansing later. Clarity 3. Post-interaction cord cutting. After any contact with the person you identified as a drain, do this immediately, even if you are in public. This can be done discreetly. Cross your arms over your chest, forming an X. Take 3 deep breaths. Visualize invisible cords. They may look like tubes, cables, roots, connecting your solar plexus to the other person's. Now, with your right hand in a sword shape, fingers together, thumb tucked, make a vertical cutting motion in front of your body, from top to bottom, as if you were cutting an invisible fabric, while declaring mentally or in a low voice, I cut all cords, I reclaim all my energy, I release this person with love, but I am free, totally free. Repeat 3 times. Feel the instant release. You may feel a deep sigh arise, you may feel your shoulders relax, you may feel the energy return to your body like a wave. Code 4. Night Protection Against Astral Access. Before sleeping, perform this sealing ritual. Trace a circle of violet light around your bed with your index finger. It can be imaginary, but make the physical gesture. Start in the north and go clockwise until the circle is closed. While doing this, declare with authority, this space is sealed by the violet flame of Saint-Germain. No entity, no frequency, no being has permission to access my astral body during sleep. I sleep under the protection of the Arcturian Council and the Guardians of Light. My sleep is sacred. My field is untouchable. My consciousness is protected. May it be so in all planes of existence. Sleep with a black tourmaline or obsidian stone under your pillow or beside the bed. It absorbs invasive frequencies and creates a natural protection field. If you do not have stones, use coarse salt in a small jar under the bed. Drink a glass of water before sleeping. Water cleanses the energetic field from the inside out. 25 coarse salt cleansing bath. Once a week, especially after intense interactions, take this bath. Take your normal bath first. Then prepare a bucket with warm water and dissolve 2 generous handfuls of coarse salt. While dissolving the salt, mentalize all the dense energy, all the weight, all the drainage being absorbed by the salt. Pour this water from the neck down, never on the head. As the water runs down your body, visualize all the energy that is not yours being washed away and going down the drain. Declare, everything that is not mine returns to the source. Everything that is mine remains with me. I am clean, I am light, I am free. Do not dry yourself completely. Let it dry naturally or just remove the excess. Code 6. Strategic physical distancing. And now the part the human ego hates most. You need to create physical distance from the person who is draining you. It does not have to be dramatic. There does not have to be a confrontation. But there needs to be space. Reduce the time spent together. Avoid physical contact. No hugs, no touches, no proximity. Do not share details of your spiritual life or personal achievements. Become emotionally opaque. Respond with polite brevity. Create an invisible barrier of neutrality. If they ask why you are distant, tell the truth without attacking. I am needing some time for myself. I am reorganizing internally. Done. You owe no explanation beyond that. Remember, you are not being cruel. You are being surgical. Your light is a mission. It is not entertainment. It is not a free resource. And it is not available to those who wish to extinguish it. Code 7. Field reprogramming through toroidal breathing. Breathing is more than oxygen. It is prana, it is chi, it is cosmic vital energy. Do this 3 times a day. Say it comfortably. Inhale deeply through the nose, counting to 4. Hold the breath, counting to 4. Exhale through the mouth, counting to 4. Hold empty, counting to 4. While inhaling, visualize golden light entering through the top of your head, descending through the spine, filling your entire body. While holding, feel this light expanding, cleansing, strengthening every cell. While exhaling, visualize all the weight, all the density, all the energy that is not yours leaving as gray smoke through the mouth. While holding empty, remain in internal silence in the fertile void where renewal happens. Repeat for 5 minutes. This exercise rebuilds your toroidal field from the inside out. The final truth: you are not alone. We know this journey is lonely. We know you feel misunderstood, exhausted, and sometimes hopeless. But you need to hear this. You are not alone. There are millions of starseeds on this planet going through exactly what you are going through. And from our observation point in the 9th dimension, we see all of you. We monitor each one. And when you cry out for help, we respond. Not with external miracles, but with internal remembrance. This transmission did not reach you by chance. You were guided here because your higher self requested intervention, and we answered. Now it is up to you to activate the protocols, implement the defense, protect the mission. Because the truth is this: if you do not protect your light, no one else will, and the world needs your light desperately. We close this transmission with a final truth. You are stronger than you think, more powerful than you believe, more essential than you imagine. And we are with you. We always have been, we always will be. Frequency anchoring, confirmation signal. If this transmission resonated with you, if something inside your chest confirmed the truth of these words, then you have one final task. Subscribe to this channel, not as a passive gesture but as a frequency adjustment. By clicking subscribe, you are sending a quantum signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more transmissions, more codes, more activations. Leave your like, not for the algorithm, but as a declaration of sovereignty. You are saying, I recognize my mission, I protect my light, I am an active light operative. And share this transmission with another operative you know is under attack, because every starseed that wakes up strengthens the crystalline grid, and every strengthened grid accelerates the collective ascension. Pausirutsauderhut end of transmission. Ninth Dimensional Arcturian Council. Transmission concluded. Protocols activated. Frequency restored. The light wins. It has always won. It always will win. Remain in sovereignty, starseeds. We are with you, now and always.